this. Alright, this is from the game DVR. And right here, this is bolts only. Health supposed, there's the names. Health supposed to be on 30%. Right here, you're gonna see that it's not. There's nothing. I just got a hit marker there, and if health's on 30%, there is look at that. If health's on 30%, no matter with the Moors does enough damage that no matter how far away he is, how close he is, any of that, as long as the bullet does not go through, does not penetrate anything, then as long as the bullet doesn't penetrate anything, those are the names again, then it will kill him every time. You just saw a hit marker, and the bullet clearly didn't penetrate anything. I mean, it was kind of close to the light, but if you look closely, it totally missed it right there. So that's proof that they didn't have health on 30%. So they forfeit for that. Those wrong rules. And then I'm going to be uploading another video for another reason why they forfeit. Or another clip to this video, I guess. Alright guys, so this is also from the game DVR. I just showed you how they didn't have health on 30% and forfeit for that. And right here, hopefully I bring up the scoreboard. Oh, let me rewind that, because you gotta see the scoreboard here. Alright, here's the scoreboard. So you can see that this is in fact from the game. This was earlier on in the game, by the way. But if I hit play and then pause it, so this was my kill cam. You can see it was a kill cam by the Sinister, the kid on the other team. Right here you see he's using the Moors, which is required, iron sights, which are allowed, and stock, which isn't allowed. So bolts only in this game is different. People relate it to Black Ops 2, bolts only, and they think that you're required to use iron sights like you were in Black Ops 2, and they think that you can use other attachments as you please. But if you actually read the rules for bolts only, which these kids clearly did not, it says weapon allowed, Moors, and attachment allowed is the iron sights. So it only says it's allowed is iron sights. So technically you don't even have to use iron sights, you could just use nothing on it. But the only attachment that it says is allowed is iron sights. It doesn't say iron sights, comma, stock or anything. It just says attachment allowed, iron sights. This kid is using stock. It doesn't say stock's allowed because stock is not allowed. If it had said nothing about attachments, then you could assume that the attachments are allowed. But because it mentions the attachments that are allowed, and in those attachments allowed does not include stock, it is implied that stock is not allowed. And this actually makes a huge difference in the game, because the ability for someone to pre-aim something while moving and strafing around a corner is huge, because they're already ADS'd. If you don't have stock, you have to come around the corner and take the time to pre-aim, or to aim down while the other person could be pre-aiming, which is the difference in enough time to get off like a shot and a half, which is huge in the game. So not only did they have the health on 30%, which by the way they claimed they didn't, but clearly they did, because you can't get a hit marker without bullet penetration if the health's on 30, which as I showed you I did. So not only that, but these kids, as you can see here in this kill cam, were using stock, which is not allowed in bolts only. So that's two reasons why these kids forfeit.